See, we talk about single mothers in our community as if, these people are doing something very great with what they're left with. This woman decides that I'm going to have this baby, even if this man doesn't want it, right? He got me pregnant, rightfully so. He got me pregnant, and I'm going to have this baby. I know I'm going to be a single mother, but I'm going to have this baby. That is a choice. That is an individual choice that only you can make, ma'am. And you go into this choice expecting people to praise you for this, expecting people to look at you as a person that has perseverance, that is beating the odds, that I'm going to raise this child and by myself and work two jobs and do what I got to do to raise this child to be a great citizen of society, right? That's what you expect, and that's what the single or strong single mother actually get. They get it. They get it all day. However, it is another single mother out there that I can literally respect and I can literally give kudos to, that I can praise, that I can uplift. And that is the single mother who lost a husband. That is the single mother who husband happened to go to prison. That is the single mother who husband is disabled. That is the single mother who's raising these kids when she didn't sign up for it. She didn't come into this game of motherhood understanding that she's going to take care of this child by herself. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? And I do mean ladies on this particular video. I want you guys to really hone in on what I'm saying right now. I'm going to try to break this down to the least common denominator so you guys can really, get what men are talking about when it comes to single motherhood, okay? At the end of the day, we have a lot of videos and a lot of podcasts, men and women, talk about this certain element in our community that is just, a plight of our community. And it being a plight in our community has to have some type of commentary to it. It has to have some type of reasoning. It has to have some type of logic, and it has to have some type of emotion as well. So today I'm going to give you guys some emotion when it comes to single motherhood. I talk about single motherhood a lot, and my position has always been the most conducive, hear me out, you guys, the most conducive, meaning the best situation is to raise children in a healthy two-parent home. Now, let's just take it from there, right? Let's just take it from there. I say a healthy two-parent home is better than a single parent home, right? I do. And I do believe that. And it's a fact. It's literally a fact. The kid will get more out of a two-parent home than they would with a single-parent home. Now, studies show, and my girl, she's going to laugh at me on this because I always talk about the studies show. With studies, there's always some studies out there that show this. But statistics actually show this as well, that a man raising children by himself, which I don't condone either. I do not condone that as well. However, if I had to compare that to the single mother home, I definitely will go with the father because studies show and statistics show that being raised by a single father mimics what happens in a two-parent home. It mimics it, okay? It's not it. It mimics it. It has a lot of characteristics that goes along with that, like logic, reasoning, common sense, emotional stability, and all of that goes along with a man and a woman raising a child. Now, let's talk about an element that rarely gets talked about. See, we talk about single mothers in our community as if, these people are doing something very great with what they're left with. This woman decides that I'm going to have this baby, even if this man doesn't want it, right? He got me pregnant, rightfully so. He got me pregnant, and I'm going to have this baby. I know I'm going to be a single mother, but I'm going to have this baby. That is a choice. That is an individual choice that only you can make, ma'am. And you go into this choice expecting people to praise you for this, expecting people to look at you as a person that has perseverance, that is beating the odds, that I'm going to raise this child and by myself and work 2 jobs and do what I got to do to raise this child to be a great citizen of society, right? That's what you expect, and that's what the single or strong single mother actually get. They get it. They get it all day. However, it is another single mother out there that I can literally respect and I can literally give kudos to, that I can praise, that I can uplift. And that is the single mother who lost a husband. That is the single mother who husband happened to go to prison. That is the single mother whose husband is disabled. That is the single mother who's raising these kids when she didn't sign up for it. She didn't come into this game of motherhood understanding that she's going to take care of this child by herself. I was talking to my lady a couple hours ago, and I told her I was going to do a video on this because I think people don't give that right there enough praise and support. Because check it, this woman did not sign up to raise these children by herself. So therefore, the praise come in and the kudos and the uplifting comes in when she does it. And even if she don't do it to a certain standard, I'm still going to give her that because she didn't expect this. She didn't want this and she didn't sign up for this. But what we do is give the woman who literally understands that she is going to take care of this child by herself. We uplift her. We say, hey, the man left. And let's talk about that real quick. Let's just talk about that. See, it's apples and oranges. If we want to talk about how men leave the family or leave their responsibilities, we can do that. And I will wholeheartedly agree with you on that. However, we still have to look at the other side of that coin. And every time we look at the other side of that coin, we say to the woman, oh no, it's cool. It's cool. You're doing what you have to do because he left you. At the end of the day, man, we got to understand and we got to really acknowledge most relationships don't fucking work in our community. It does. They don't. And most women understand exactly what type of guy this dude is. Most, not all. I'm tired of y'all saying all, but most of the women in our community understand exactly who this guy is. You knew that guy didn't have an apartment and he lived at home with his mama. You knew even if he did have an apartment, how much money he made. And you knew that this guy have other kids. Yes, they do have other kids. It's overwhelming evidence of how many baby mothers these guys have in our community. And a lot of our women are having sex with the same guys. You can go to the CDC and look it up yourself. But let's just keep it real and let's just keep it 100. The thing is, man, if they didn't have these public assistance programs and the food stamps and, the child support system doing what they do, how many women out there will actually have this guy's baby? This is really. Now, I'm sure we'll still have scavengers out there who just don't give a fuck. But for the most part, if you know you don't have a safety net, you're more likely to not have that baby. And on top of that, these women like to piss these men off because they don't want to be with them, or they are fuckboys or pookies or ray-rays. See, that's the point I'm trying to make. This woman that I'm talking about, that I praise, that I give all my, support to, is the woman who didn't sign up for any of that. And I'm tired of women who, if I say, single mother homes, you're more likely not to succeed in a single mother home, and you done raised your child to be all that they can be. Now, you can never raise them to be a complete man if it's a boy. You can never do that. That cannot happen. Just like I can't tell a bird how to fly. I can tell a bird how to talk. I can teach a bird how to talk. I can teach a bird how to walk. I can teach a bird how to dance, but I cannot teach a bird how to fly. Now, outside of that, if you know that you are a single mother and you're out here doing a damn thing with what you had from your decision making, you decided to do this, and you out there doing the damn thing, you should not come on my video and say not all. You should not come on my video and say I'm generalizing. You should not come on my video and tell me I shouldn't be saying this because the rock didn't hit you. Or maybe it did. I don't know, because I don't know any of you. You see what I'm saying? So what I have to do on these videos is basically break down something from a majority. And right now, 80% of our women are raising our children alone, you see, with no help, based off of the decisions that they made when they decided to have these babies, you see? And I'm sorry if I sound harsh. I'm so sorry, but I cannot sound any different. I have 3 daughters, and I tell them and I talk to them about this all the time. You make the decisions in your life. Most of our lives is based upon our own decision making. The decisions that I made in life, I have to live with, and I'm not going to blame anybody for it. And if what I'm doing is not up to par to what I thought I was going to do based on that decision, I'm just going to have to live with it. But I'm not going to go on Facebook and talk about this decision as if I had nothing to do with it. So shout out to all of the single mothers out there who I personally know that did make that decision, and you're doing the damn thing. I commend you because you are, and you're not complaining about it. And shout out to all of the women who are out there. Their husband passed away. Their husband is away in a rock somewhere. Their husband is disabled. Their husband is in prison. Shout out to all of those women because they did not sign up for this. And they're doing something that they never planned to even think about. So that's all I got for this particular topic. Y'all go down in the comment section and tell me what you think of the issues and the topics that I brought up here. Should we praise the single mother who decided to be a single mother knowingly? Or should we give our praise and support to the woman who actually did not sign up for it? I'm out. Y'all, be safe out there. This has been an episode of Inside the Culture podcast and also Dutch Talk Fatherhood. I will be placing them on both channels. Y'all, be safe. I'm out, and love your children. Always.